camera when the action's on. Where I roam is a battle zone, a vigilante in the catacombs. But I rock with a hot shot like a clock when it's cocked and popped and the lead is gone. People say that my head is gone, but it's them same people in need of my help when I'm heading home in life. They say that everybody got a purpose, so I roam the city streets like faulty cellular service. The hot shot sharpshooter superhero, destined to shine like light through the dark and evil. I fight for what's right in the hearts of people and try to open your eyes, cause it's hard to see truth. You ever feel like everybody's the same but you different? That's when you know you're here to make a difference. Hot shot, you got a choice to make: stand up or stand down. Fight or flight, get up, bang out. The world's waiting, can't wait to see what you about. It's showtime, act now. Hot shot, you got a choice to make: stand up or stand down. Fight or flight, get up and bang out. The world's waiting, can't wait to see what you about. It's showtime, act now. Hot shot. I walk the streets with my swagger on, supernatural, facing a million opponents, and my role is to act alone. Lights, camera when the action's on. Where I roam is a battle zone, a vigilante in the catacombs. But I rock with a hot shot like a clock when it's cocked and popped and the lead is gone. People say that my head is gone, but it's them same people in need of my help when I'm heading home in life. They say that everybody got a purpose, so I roam the city streets like faulty cellular service. The hot shot sharpshooter superhero, destined to shine like light through the dark and evil. I fight for what's right in the hearts of people and try to open your eyes, cause it's hard to see truth. You ever feel like everybody's the same but you different? That's when you know you're here to make a difference. Hot shot, you got a choice to make: stand up or stand down. Fight or flight, get up, bang out. The world's waiting, can't wait to see what you about. It's showtime, act now. Hot shot, you got a choice to make: stand up or stand down. Fight or flight, get up and bang out. The world's waiting, can't wait to see what you about. It's showtime, act now. Hot shot.
Never. Hey, I
Woo-hoo.
see.
How's it going, everybody?
I'm good. How are you feeling? You don't know. It's Friday. You don't know? Hey, Spooky Chris. Why is it dark? Are we dark?
Are we dark for you, Ice Master? Oh,
I can hear you fine.
don't worry. Kalala's gonna get it all situated over there. Don't worry, guys. Ooh, they got the fancy equipment over there. It's that Mac technology.
I don't have all of that. I have a laptop. I feel like it's like the commercial. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I believe we will get this resolved. I believe in Kalala's skills over there. Yeah,
Hey,
bear with us, guys. It's all new stuff.
all new to Mike with this new fancy gear he has over there. I love the new intro. I know it's probably sounds like I have a one conversation now, but I'm really talking to Mike and Dakota.
Yeah, how you guys doing tonight, chat? I see Ice Master here. I see Spooky here. I see Panda. How you guys doing tonight?
I really like the new intro. I thought it was really cool. I didn't see it until Mike said, "Hey."
Yeah, that new
God.
intro, it's what's up. Mike, he crushed it. Yeah, Panda, that's right. New positive, new negatives. We get a nice shiny intro, and now we're having audio difficulties. You gotta roll with the punches.
Comes with the territory.
That's true. That's true. New Zealand's a breakthrough.
Let me
You
see if
absolutely
I
right.
can hear you now, but we might hear Dakota twice. Or them twice, so you might have to use headphones.
Okay. We're
Can y'all
going
hear
to
me?
get...
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? She
You
ain't
guys hear
saying...
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Mhm.
Spooky,
Awesome.
can you hear me?
Yeah!
Yeah!
Look at that.
We got it figured out. Thank you for bearing with us. It's all worth it, because this new stuff is awesome. I love it. Yeah, baby. Yeah, please chat if anything doesn't sound right or look right. Please let us know. This is the... So, this is what happened. So, I ran this whole Kickstarter thing, if you guys remember that. And the Kickstarter was to put out the art books for one of my other podcast shows, but also upgrade everything we're doing on Agents of Nerdy and my show Chat and Draw. And part of that upgrade was getting Streamlabs so we can have a more active Twitch channel for all the chat, because most of the people that watch Agents of Nerdy come from Twitch. And Facebook and YouTube users, we have not forgotten about you, but Tessa and Dakota were over my house till midnight and they needed to go to bed. So the rest of the integrations are slowly going to come up here. We're going to get all that stuff up here, but I'm so excited. So excited. Oh, goodness gracious. But let's get the show started. All right, so first off, I have a thing. Today, Grey's Anatomy returned to television.
Oh.
And I absolutely.
I don't know what episode or what season I left on, but I have no idea.
I absolutely still watch it. And today they had a death on the show, and it really took a lot out of me. It hurt so much.
Like
Someone died?
Yes,
Okay.
somebody died, and it was one of my favorite characters because he goes hard in the paint for everybody. Oh God!
Is that curly redhead dude still in the show?
Curly redhead dude.
Well, I think it's. I don't see. I have no idea. I'm so far gone. I don't even know. In my head, I know what he looks like, but I don't know his name.
Oh, it's fine. But look, I just had to shout him out because he's no longer with us. It was a great character on the show. I'm not going to spoil it. I don't, because for people that watch it, because it just came out yesterday. But it was a very, like, I love Grey's Anatomy. I love the story. I love the characters. They know how to touch on your heartstrings. They make you care about people. And the people you dislike, they really make you dislike them and whatnot. But, it's a Shonda Rhimes show that I watch every single time it comes out. I'm there.
Mike, how long has this show been airing?
Over 17 seasons.
17 seasons. Is that about a season a year?
Yeah.
Man. Okay,
Yeah, somebody...
In retrospective, how old the show is.
Somebody posted, what's up, black guy? Somebody posted on Facebook, how does an MFer watch 17 seasons of people in a hospital? And I immediately respond, because that hospital got Grey in it. That's how. Every year. Every year. Like I've always said, if I get hurt, take me to Grey's. I know it's a fictional hospital, but they will go so hard in the paint for me. It'll be an epic story. They'll argue, and they'll fight, and then they'll pull off some last-minute jutsu. And then they'll all hold hands at the end. I just love that.
So it's going strong.
I can't believe that show's still going. I thought it died with all the other soap operas.
Oh, no.
No.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I just wanted to acknowledge that it's my favorite Doctor show ever. But so we're hitting up Trailer Park. Resident Evil anime series. What did you guys think of that? I just yawned.
So
I'm not so into it. It's just another series that Netflix gonna put out just to get an audience, which is great, I guess, for the younger audience. But there's not much interest for me in particular.
Netflix likes to stretch out things as much as they can. If we've seen everything Netflix has done, I feel like anything good comes out, Netflix is like, we can make a buck off this. Ever since Resident Evil has came back into the fray with Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, Resident Evil 8 Village is coming back around here shortly. I feel like they're just trying to cap on the Resident Evil name. Hopefully, it's not a train wreck. That's all I ask for. I hope it's nothing like the movies. I hope it's its own separate thing. I can only hope so much that it's not anything terrible.
I feel like it's either going to be good or it's going to be bad. There's no in between with Netflix almost. So.
Yeah. I don't think there's an in between either. Resident Evil is one of the franchises right now where I'm just at the point where I don't get hyped for when they announce stuff coming out for it. I just watch it when it comes out. Like, all right, like I'll watch it, but I'm not excited about it. Like I hope I get pleasantly surprised when I watch it. Like, oh, that actually ended up being good.
Mm-hmm.
See, Mike, what you need to do is you say you don't get hyped for the movies. I'm assuming that's what you mean by when you said you don't get hyped. You're talking about the movies, correct?
I'm talking about anything in general.
You didn't get hyped for Resident Evil 8?
No. I'm not playing Resident Evil 8.
Oh, see, that's why you're not hyped for it, because you don't realize how good it's going to be.
I don't care how good it's going to be.
Mike, don't worry. We will get through your horror phases. We will get you through Resident Evil 7. Not off the bat, but one day we will.
Where did Resident Evil 7 and me playing come into play here? Like, who said that? Who said anything about that?
You to play, you just tune it out once they say Resident Evil and playing.
Yeah, I'm talking about the anime. I'm talking about the movies. I'm talking about the video game. Like the only Resident Evil that I got hyped up for was Resident Evil 5, and that's because it had multiplayer in it. That's why I got psyched up, because I had somebody to play with.
Now, that 5 was fun.
Now, I am excited for the Aliens game that's coming out. That's a fire team. And I'm definitely scared of aliens. I know they're not real, damn it. I don't care.
You never know.
You never know. Space is huge, all right?
You're telling me, Mike. Space is huge.
It's a lot of stars out there. But I am going to get that. And that's because it's a multiplayer game. I get to play with some people, so it dulls my fear when somebody else is there.
What if it's a single-player game and I'm in the room with you? I'll be next to you.
You're not holding the controller. What part of the... Like, I that experience is still on me. But I'm, like, even if you're in the room with me, I'm still the one that's got to make the character move. I'm still the one that's got to go around the corner. And, you know, the jump scare is going to get me first. There may be like a 1/10 of a second delay, but it's hitting me first.
Okay, how about this? What if I play the horror game and you're sitting next to me?
I'll sit at my desk and draw so I can see it in my peripheral. I don't want to look directly at it.
This man saying, nah, not a part of this.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just
One
saying.
day, chat. One day we'll get him. We'll get him there.
Well, I mean, I'm going to get what is that? Call of Duty, so I could play with you and Tessa and ID. And I don't even like first person shooter games all like that, but I'm gonna get Call of Duty.
Okay. I see.
What I do, like a lot of times I shoot at the chickens.
The
I
chicken.
was good at camping and I was good at shooting at the chickens, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Those NW3 chicken days.
So next up, oh yeah, I'm gonna pronounce this wrong and I apologize. Kenshin Sashuo show. Sorry, y'all are probably like, damn, trash the name, Mike. You know what show I'm talking about, Dakota? Maybe you know how to say it.
Is it Rurouni Kenshin?
There you go.
Yeah.
I am excited about that because I've seen the action and swordplay for those movies are ridiculous. Ridiculously so good and so well choreographed. So I am excited about that. I'm looking forward to watching it.
I'm excited for it. I still need to go back and rewatch the original. It's one of those things I've always had on my list. I never got around to fully.
Mm-hmm.
I remember back when it would. I think it was one of the ones that would come on Toonami way back in the day when that was around. And I'd get like random clips with that, like Inuyasha back in the day, and then that just went away. So that was the end of my anime as a childhood.
Sour Patch said that's a show.
It sucked me into this lifestyle again.
All right. Next up, I know, and Christina's like, can we say something that I'm actually
I know nothing. I let you guys listen. I'm interested. I learned new things.
Oh wait, something's happening. Oh, somebody's following me. That's the follow me dance.
Oh, let's go, Mike. I see you dancing over there.
Oh, yeah.
That's so great.
We got a follow.
We got another follow. Thank you so much. I told you the upgrades were coming. Everybody probably thought I was just BSing and just talking out the side of my neck.
I don't know if this will work. I just want to see it again, so I unfollow and refollow.
Yeah, it worked. That's awesome. All right, so
there it is. Yeah, there we go.
So I am very excited about this. I will admit I was super excited about it when Chadwick Boseman was involved with it because it was supposed to be him. But my excitement has dwindled down a little bit. Yusasuke, Netflix anime. It is the anime or an anime about the first black samurai. So I don't know how fabricated it's going to be, but I am pretty interested in seeing like what the story is, how we got over there, what kind of action it's going to be. The anime, the actual style of the anime actually looks really cool. And, I never knew this was a thing. I never knew that there was who the first black samurai was, or that this was a story and like how that came about. So I'm very interested in seeing how that is going to play out. Any interest from y'all to see that?
No, I didn't know that was even like a story that's being told at all. I didn't know that was even a possibility. But it is possible, but I'm interested in it. I think I saw like a screenshot of it, a couple screenshots, and it looks good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good.
It doesn't look like they're just throwing it together, so I'm very excited about that. Looks like they're actually putting some time into it.
I'm super excited about it. It looks interesting. It's like a story I've never seen before.
It's definitely different, and they're making the mark with that, so I'm excited.
Definitely.
Hold up. Sorry. We might have somebody else come join us.
Ooh.
Super.
I'm working on it right now as we speak. But yeah, so it looks really good. I like the style of it. But I'm more so curious to see what the story is, how they came together, how we got over there, and like what is going to be the big thing about it. So I guess I'm more curious and excited. but Chadwick Boseman was supposed to originally be the character or voice the character, and he didn't get to do that before he passed away. So that does deflate it a little bit for me, but I'm still going to be there.
Yeah,
so I
definitely.
wonder if Chadwick's not there. I wonder who they possibly could get to voice that, unless they announce it. Did they announce who will take over that?
They did. I just don't remember his name. He was in that new movie that just came out, the Judas movie. I'm terrible with names and everything, but he's in a lot of stuff.
Guys, don't worry, I'll try to figure out who it is real quick.
He was in Get Out. He was the guy that they took the picture of.
Oh, Daniel Kalu. Was he in Black Panther also? Was that the guy?
No, not him. The first guy that, when he sees him, and he's like, man, I remember you. I know you, don't I? And he's like, no. And he took a picture of him. He started flipping out.
Oh.
I don't know who that is. Anyone in the chat knows who Mike's talking about?
I'm terrible with these names.
Andre Logan King.
There we go.
Yeah, don't worry, I got you, Mike.
I appreciate it.
Category.
Ah! All right, so I know we talked about it a little bit off air, but Mike, how are your thoughts about the conspiracy on My Hero season about? What conspiracy? I don't know what the conspiracy is. Fill me in.
Oh, Ice Master's about to drop a spoiler. Careful about this, Ice Master. You're walking a thin line.
Is this spoilers?
He's gonna be like, "Oh, did you hear about the conspiracy about the anime?"
Is a conspiracy spoilers though? Because we don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah, until he brings out the manga facts. Like, let me look at the manga real quick.
You're not looking at the manga though. Don't do that. Don't do that if you're looking at the manga.
Ooh, scared me, Ice Master.
I think that's a little stretch, to be honest, but you never know with anime.
Man, now I'm nervous. I don't
want to upset the chat because I have read. I'm up to date. Like I have not read this past week's issue, which I'm doing tonight.
Pianist, like, spill the beans.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
It better be good beans.
Okay, so it's not a spoiler.
Okay, go ahead then.
So
Okay.
spill the beans.
Yes, we're waiting here now. Okay, tell us what it is.
All the excitement.
You're building it.
I know there's some. Hey!
I didn't watch it. I'm like looking at it.
A double agent.
Boom! Midori Hannah in the building.
Hey, Majori. I'm so glad you're on.
Hello.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we're good. How are you?
I am tired, but I'm good.
No, we are all tired.
She is. She's on her phone.
Oh, okay.
It's almost noon.
It's almost noon there.
Ew, where are you?
I'm in South Korea.
Oh, you are far. Never mind.
Yeah, I saw her tweeting on the Twitter. I was like, "Hey, are you up? Are you doing anything?"
I'm so glad to finally have you on. Like we always said to Mike was like, she might come on, you never come on. I'm so glad you're here.
I'm good. It's the weekend for me, so I don't have to work or anything.
Awesome.
How is the future? The future?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a conspiracy that is a double agent.
I don't know. That's a stretch for me.
That's a stretch for you.
That's a stretch for me.
Look, I need to get refreshed because I'm terrible with the names.
Kirishima's too lighthearted.
There's
Huh?
been Mike.
What?
There's been a theory that there was one person in class that is a.
Is a double agent, but yeah, they kind of like have.
I don't think.
Oh, y'all, no, I don't
There's
think he's
no
a double agent.
Yeah, once you see that adorable
I
face,
think
you
he
can't
may
think of
be
him as
gay,
a double
but
agent.
not a double agent.
He's too interested in the class.
Dude, that would really hurt if it's him. But he's so down for the class. He goes hard.
If there's a double agent, it's the Invisible Girl.
It's not the Invisible Girl. It's too
I'm
obvious.
just saying if there was one, that's her.
I don't think so. I definitely don't think it's him. He's had too many hero moments for him to be the double agent.
Definitely.
Oh, if it is, man, I'm going to be hurt. I'm going to be as hurt as my dude that died on Grey's Anatomy today.
Oh no.
I was sad. I had tears come out. I was serious water.
Oh, yeah, like the crying emoji and everything.
Look, I was trying to be all like in my arm while I was TV, so my wife wouldn't see me shedding these tears. She looked at me. She's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine. I'm okay." I don't know, man. I don't think he's a double agent.
Like a small kitten.
The small little kitten. Allergies. That's something in my eye.
Oh man, I just got some dust in there.
Just cutting onions.
It's a lot. It's a lot. All right. So Zack Snyder has been releasing all these trailers, or Warner Brothers has been releasing all these trailers, and I think it's really dumb. You're gonna make people tired of it. I know, Christina. How do you feel about it?
You guys, I got 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and I closed the window. This is the same trailer, just somewhere in the middle. They'll probably add a new scene. Like, it's coming out next week, you guys. Like, I could just want to leave it alone. Let
It's-
just like build it up and hold off. It's like what, 5 days away, 6
Yeah.
days away.
Dakota, how do you feel?
You already know how I feel. About
I know, but tell the chat, tell the people
Chat,
that's
I'll tell
watching.
you how I feel about this movie. My thoughts about this movie is like the Joker. When you're quoting a meme at the end of your trailer to this grandiose movie, I can't take it seriously. I can't take this movie seriously. I think the story that this movie is being created again, I think that's a great story. I think them releasing it, that's an amazing story held by the fans. I think that'll be a better story of how this movie got released than the movie itself being released itself. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like the story, because I mean, I was actually watching a little documentary before we got on tonight, and they said how Zack Snyder stepped away after his daughter passed away, and how big of a pull that was on him. And then they had his wife and Christopher Nolan said, "You will not watch the Justice League movie when it came out." And to this day, he still has not watched the other Justice League movie.
I
He's,
wouldn't either.
I wouldn't either. Like you literally redid my movie. Why would I want to watch something that you kind of like redid?
70% of it you redid.
Like,
But-
like you didn't try to take any piece of my the shots I did. You did everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what I did find incredible was with this movie that's coming out now, Zack Snyder's not even taking a paycheck out of it.
No.
All he just wants it to be out for the people, pretty much. However, I'm
He
glad
didn't want-
Warner Brothers stepped in.
He didn't want Warner Brothers to be able to dictate to him what to do on the movie. That's the main reason he didn't take a paycheck.
Which is
Definitely.
great.
And I think there's one thing that Warner Brothers said you can't do, and they said you cannot have Lois Lane get with Batman. I think that was the only thing he wanted to do, or there was a chance of it happening. And I think Warner Brothers put a stop to it. So we'll see in the movie if it comes out.
Midori, what do you think? What do you think of all the trailers?
I'm sorry, I'm not even here. I'm just here.
You're just here. It's okay. I'm an advocate. Oh, go ahead, Midori. I'm sorry.
What trailer was going?
How they keep coming out with Zack Snyder's Justice League trailers. There's a new trailer like every other day.
Yeah. It plays a lot on my browser. I will
The way
say-
she rolls her eyes, you guys, you can tell.
I'm like, why will ad blocker work?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I wonder why they thought it was going. I wonder why he thought Lois Lane getting with Batman was something that needed to happen.
Because he wants to cause
Where
trouble.
Warner Brothers was like, "Yo, chill." that part I don't understand. When I think but besides that, I mean, I think I was talking about this like last week on the stream. I've gotten to a point with my nerdy self that when movies or shows come out, I'm going in completely like blank slate, like just to try and enjoy them. I have to go in and pretty much be like, I never touched a comic book before. I don't know the story of this of the topic, right? Because if I go in with my knowledge, I'm not gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna be like, what the f is this? Why did they do this? Why did they cheat? You know, like I've gotten to a point where if I don't go in like that, it's just gonna be a bad time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I just kind of take this. It sucks that I have to do that, but I don't understand a lot of the decisions that they make going into making these live actions.
Well, I can totally understand that, and I'm an advocate for this movie. Like, I want to see this movie, and I've said it before on the stream. I think Zack Snyder went through some terrible stuff, and Warner Brothers played him. And the fact, as a creative, as an artist, he still gets to come out and tell his version of the story. Half of me thinks the movie's still going to be shitty, right? Like, I'm realistic. I do think half of me thinks it's going to be shitty, and the other half of me is hoping that it's going to be good. But I do know one thing for sure. It will be better than what we got in the movie theaters.
I agree with you completely.
That's probably the only reason why I'm willing to look at it. Because
Yeah.
it's like, look what they gave us in the movie theater, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I did enjoy you saying, Mike, though? You said at your highest expectation it'll be a good movie. It won't be a great movie.
Oh, yeah, I'm absolutely realistic, man. But I can also admit that I think it's a terrible idea that Bruce Wayne gets with Lois Lane. Like, absolutely, that's a terrible idea. It's freaking stupid.
It's really weird.
So I guess Snyder, when he was originally making it, he wanted to have all the creative freedom for it. He wanted to make a different Justice League that no one's seen before, which, I mean, that already, it's a weird thing to make. It's like me saying, I want to make a Justice League, no Batman or Superman. I want
What up, Toast?
Adam in there.
Mm-hmm.
I want someone else to run it. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. But
I guess for me, I still want any more trailers anymore. I just kind of want to watch the movie.
I also agree with that. Stop putting out trailers. The trailers are not giving me anything new. It's literally 2 seconds of new footage, and it's just highlight reel for just stop. Stop with the damn trailer. If you would have just came out with the flag all tore up and said Zack Snyder's Justice League, March 18th, I'd have been fine. I would live with that, because I haven't seen anything else. We're going to watch your movie, man. Stop it.
You know what I
Make sure he wants you to make sure like that you know that you're watching his version of Justice League.
If you haven't gotten it after the 10th trailer of the same thing, I don't know what movie you're watching.
I don't know either.
Probably more.
Sometimes I don't have my glasses on now. Now I have to get my glasses. You know, there's so many times where I might miss the message that it's his Justice League.
I don't know if you guys remember. I don't know if you guys remember, like, the you came out with just Wonder Woman coming in that season. I was okay with that. I was so into it at that point. I was like, yes. And I would have been fine waiting off months later for the movie to come out and being so excited, more so than I am now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You know, I think they should have released this movie like on the low key. They shouldn't have posted a trailer. They shouldn't have posted anything. They should have just 1 week, maybe 2 weeks before the movie comes out, just show the flag and be like, the Zack Snyder cut Justice League. They don't need to show trailer footage. They don't need to show anything. Just do that. Give people at their highest point of expectation. Don't show them the same trailer a billion times. Just something nice, simple. It could be just a burnt flag, whatever you want, burnt Superman crest, whatever. But just leave it for 2 weeks. Let the movie come out. Let the fans see what they want out of it. Don't kill it. They're already killing it before the movie's even released. People are already tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I absolutely agree. I think it's too much. But Legend Storm asked earlier, what do I think about if the Avatar: The Last Airbender movie is going to be good on Netflix? I think it will be. I think it'll be decent. I think they're going to mess up on some stuff. I think it's definitely going to be better than what we got in the movie theaters. But because the original creators left for very specific reasons, I don't think it's going to be great. I do not.
I'm just gonna, they say all one time. See, I'm even nervous even to watch or give it a chance because I didn't watch the original because I heard they said Ong in it and how awful they made it. And they're like, oh yeah, it's Ong.
It was like beyond horrible. I don't. There's no words to describe that movie. There are no.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
You're
just
giving me non-flashbacks and stuff.
Go ahead, Midori.
Give me non-flashbacks, man. Back in Nam,
Right.
they pronounced it instead of aim.
I mean, I walked out the movie theaters. I've never walked out a movie theater before. I never felt so disrespected. I felt like somebody slapped me and spit in my face.
That was a school, like, it was a school field trip because I was in college and I was in special effects class. So we went solely for, like, the special effects backing of the movie and how they did the bending and all that. And the fact that we could not walk out without taking a hit on our grade, man. Let's just say I had a splendid time in the bathroom because I was not going to sit with a goddamn movie. Okay?
You said, hey, does anyone else need a popcorn? I gotta go grab one for me. This movie's too much.
Yeah, dude, like, I mean, so I do.
Popcorn. Let me go get a refill. See you in 2 hours.
I think they're going to get some things right. I definitely think it'll be better than the movie we got, but I don't think it'll be great. And that's what I want.
You're telling me how like they want to make things more like sexual, or like the chemistry of them be more like teenage and love, more sexual. Like I don't want that.
Yeah, that's what the article I read. That's what one of the reasons that the original creators left, that they were trying to add more sexual tension and stuff, teen angst, to the show. And like that is Netflix's MO. Like they have a lot of shows with a lot of teenagers that are having sex.
Why? It's not part of. I say
Joe. Like they know that Aang is attracted to Katara. You know that. You know that, there's plenty of relationships happening, or this person has a crush on that person. They make it obvious in ways that you don't have to throw sex. Like you don't need that. Because as a kid, that's not how you come off as wanting somebody. You have those small crushes. You write that "Do you like me?" circle yes or no. Like there's no like, hey, let's get it on right off the jump. I don't understand.
It's like junior high, middle school.
I'm not interested in the Netflix version already.
Exactly.
Based off of that.
Yeah.
The Netflix like formula is it is meeting now. Most Netflix shows.
I don't know if Netflix should just stop like making live action movies. I think Netflix has made some good popcorn flicks that like I don't have to really focus on. Like I can just sit back and watch and just like, oh, that's some dope action. Oh, that was funny. Like I'm not watching Netflix to like be blown away by anything. I'm watching it for just pure entertainment value. Like the movie with Thor where he is the military guy. That movie was good. I enjoyed that a lot, but that was just it was a basic A to B action flick. But Chris Hemsworth was great in it. He's funny. He kicked a lot of ass. He shot people in the face, and the choreography was dope. So I just have different levels of watching different types of movies. Like if I'm watching, if I'm watching a Marvel movie, I have a higher expectation for MCU films. If I'm watching something by Peter Jackson, I have a high expectation for Peter Jackson. Versus I'm watching my Fast and Furious movies because I like to watch my Fast and Furious movies because it's crazy action and they say family. Yes, I did that as an example.
I just want Fast and Furious to slow down, I think it's about that time. Hang up the wheels.
Yeah, I hear that too.
Let it go.
But also the cool thing is that Netflix has a ton of content. They have literally dropped 2 to 3 new things every single week. So I mean, there's a ton of stuff to choose from, a ton of things to watch. So there's something for everybody on there. That's why I keep my Netflix library. Toast.
Don't start with that, Toast. Don't start.
Oh, family. Hey, Toast, you can pull up a palm with your own 2 hands.
It does sound like someone's munching on ice.
Family.
And again, chat, please bear with us. New setup. We got to work out the kinks. It'll be flowing nicely. Don't worry.
I think it's good on Max Midoriya.
Oh, okay. We're good. We're fine.
Yeah, I'd rather hear her voice and just deal with the ice.
Yeah, we're good. All right. So next up, So apparently there have been early screeners for Falcon and Winter Soldier, and people are loving it.
I don't expect any less.
Wait, what did you say, Mike?
I'm so excited, you guys. have no idea. For Falcon and Winter Soldier coming out, because there was like early screenings of it. There was like an episode or 30 minutes of it, and promoting it.
Yeah.
They've been teasing all day. They've been teasing new footage. It's funny.
Yeah, now see, they come out with like 4 or 5 trailers, and I've eaten every single trailer up. I'm like, show me more. Show me more. Like, I need to see this. I want this. I need this to get here. Like, my expectation level for Falcon and Winter after WandaVision, oh my god. Like,
It's up here. Like, it's not even in atmosphere right now.
yeah, I'm in space right now, because WandaVision was great. And now I was like, man, Falcon and Winter Soldier is going to be fun. That's going to be a fun little flick that we're going to watch. But then you saw WandaVision. Falcon and Winter Soldier is about to be great. Like, they might as well be running a campaign for the president, for president and vice president, because they about to run it. Their chemistry, oh my goodness. When he said,
I think in the interview they describe it as it is a buddy cop movie. That's what it is.
yeah,
And they made it this way. And I'm so excited for the banter with those two. Even the small banter you get from Civil War and all that stuff. I can't imagine it being a full hour with them like that. A full hour.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. The small little jabs. It's almost like I don't want to say Sherlock Holmes, how Sherlock and Watson were always kind of.
oh no, it's way worse than that.
I know, but just for the audience, Mike, just for the audience that might get those references if they read books these days. You never know. I'm just excited to see them just like, it's almost like a brotherly type of bond, and I can't wait to see how it turns out. Because at first, I mean, they didn't have a good relationship, but now that they, like, looking at these trailers, I'm like, man, these two, they're getting close. I'm
Dude.
excited to see how it turns out.
When he said, that little girl whooped your ass.
To like the truck.
Like, and he's flying like 2 inches above the ground next to a speeding truck while Winter's hanging off the bottom of that truck. And like the carefreeness of Winter to get frustrated at the comment versus his situation he's in right now. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
about to fly off the helicopter, and he's like, "Is there a plan?" He just fucking just jumps right off.
Yeah.
Without a care in the world. He's like, "You and do you."
Like, I knew it was real when we got the trailer where the camera was right here in his face while he was flying. I said, oh, it's official. They're not playing. They put a GoPro on your boy in the air. I'm done. I think Marvel does a really good job of bringing, like, so they already took, and if you guys weren't taking notes on comics, the Avengers, Captain America, Iron Man, and all them, they were their C and D listers in the comic books. The money for Marvel Comics came from Spider-Man and the X-Men. Nobody cared about the Avengers. Nobody cared about Cap. Nobody cared about Iron Man. But that's what Marvel had left, and they turned these people into franchise players. And now they're taking the characters who were in the background in supporting roles and putting them in leading roles and making me care about them. My boy Vision, it's my homie. I'm here all day for Vision. Wanda? Yo, nobody plays Limbo better than Wanda Maximoff, alright? You're not beating her in a game of Limbo. It's not happening.
I knew WandaVision was extremely special. I know we're talking about all the show, but I need to go back to WandaVision for 1 second. When me and Kalala watched the whole show together, and she went, I've never cared more about Marvel characters until these two, and she hated them in the movie. She said, they're just not that good. I don't like them. They're boring. And then she watched WandaVision, and she's like, this is my favorite thing Marvel's ever created. I was like, they're on the right track. If they get Kalala to say this, we're going places, folks.
Hey, I'll just put a gun on you and said, don't use her real name.
Of course not. Of course not.
Hey,
That escalated so quickly.
She said, you gonna get him, you gonna grab me, and I'm going, bah!
So
But-
don't come home tonight.
But yeah, I think they just do such a good job of making you care about these characters, and they hire actors that are very relatable actors that you can get behind, that you enjoy, that make you laugh, that make you cry, that make you just like get with the experience with them or whatnot. It's the one thing I feel like that DC, in a lot of places, not all of them, and I know people disagree with me, but they don't know how to pick actors for their roles, or the directors don't know how to use the actors in those roles, and Kevin Feige and company do, and it's just that, and that's why people let plot holes
They're
slip.
not all about big names like that. I mean, Wanda, that's the Olsen sister. That's the sister that no one knew of.
Right.
Wanda, right?
And then Robert Downey Jr., who just came out of rehab, he's going to court.
Yeah.
And look at him now.
They pick people who either you didn't know about or were on their last strand of their careers. All right, but here you got DC, who's all about, hey, we gotta get this guy. He was in this. All right, we gotta get this guy and this girl. Oh yes, we gotta big names. That's how people are gonna come see your movies. Which again, I stand by. If you just do us nerds right, we will support the hell out of you. We will go beyond. There's a lot more of us than people who aren't nerds. I will say that. So if you just do the movies do them justice for us, we'll be your marketing team. We will tell people, yo, go check this movie out.
Right.
Again, that's what a lot of people. That's what a lot of Marvel fans are. They're word of mouth, and all these fandoms coming together, whether it's for a certain character or just the genre in general. That's how they grew. It wasn't because of marketing.
Yeah.
It was just the way the movies brought and the fans felt about it.
I also want everybody in the chat to take note how long it took Midori to get out of bed. When this nerd conversation got serious, she got her ass up. She was like, no.
You gotta wait, folks.
No. The conversation's getting real. Conversation's getting real. I got it. Look, she got her headset on and everything. She was like, oh, they really talking nerd talk. I thought I was going to chill. Thought I was going to just, sit back and relax. But we talking real nerd talk.
I had a small surgery on my foot.
Uh-huh.
I took my medicine and I was in bed. I was like, I'm going to be a good patient today. No.
Yeah, there was just Marvel. She's like, oh, no.
Nerd shit. Now I got to get up and sit at the computer.
Oh, good.
She can be an agent for DC, but when it comes to Marvel, man, it's a different level.
Man, it's amazing.
I said,
I
DC
actually like DC.
people behind them. It's all money, all names, and I guess the hiring director for Marvel has done such a great job. I hope they never get rid of her. They keep her forever because she. And all I know is it's a woman.
Yeah.
She's doing a phenomenal job.
Oh yeah. The people working behind.
But she wants more money. Give it to her.
Yeah, the people working behind Marvel, they have job security. Marvel's next. I mean, I hope it doesn't happen. But Marvel's next 3 movies could flop, and they still not gonna fire them people because it's still a $26 billion franchise.
Man, just fill up them wheelbarrows with cash. I'm just gonna go deliver to myself. So I'll keep giving them my money.
Right.
For the next 20 years of my life, here's half my paycheck. Do what you will.
Well, what's crazy? So I didn't know this originally. Everyone knows Kevin Feige after Iron Man. He was working with Marvel before Iron Man.
Yeah, he worked in comics.
Fantastic Four, and I didn't know that. And I was like, man, he was back when it was garbage, and he's gonna build something incredible.
No, Feige and a core crew of the MCU that make up the movie franchise that did all the stuff behind. They worked in the bullpen. They worked at Marvel Comics. These are people that work with comic book writers, comic book creators. They were Marvel. And then they came over here, and then they started making movies, and they have a better understanding of the characters because they worked with the characters at the bullpen. They know what these characters are like, and that's one of their big keys to success that I feel DC doesn't have, because DC is owned by Warner Brothers, and Warner Brother calls all the shots. So on the TV show. The Lois what is it? Lois and Clark?
Lois and Clark.
On Lois and Clark, the comic book writers wanted Clark Kent and Lois Lane to get married in the comic books. Warner Brothers said no, because they're not married on the TV show. So they was like, but we're in the comics. No, we're not doing that. They go hand in hand. So what did the writers do? They pitched an idea to kill Superman. So you didn't want Superman to get married so bad that you were willing to kill him. The greatest, most iconic superhero of all time. He can't get married.
Comic.
Can he die? Yeah, let's kill him.
Just off him. He's
So
a
that-
I'd rather
Yeah,
choose death before marriage.
No.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. So they call all the shots, even in the comic books. But these are people, these are executives and stuff in suits that don't make comic books, calling all the shots.
they
But
didn't read any of the material.
right,
They're not.
but
And
Feige.
That makes a huge difference.
Oh,
And the
absolutely.
show- And I believe like the MCU actors, they actually read the comic books for reference.
Yeah.
For reference, and it reflects that. That's what people love about it.
And another reason the actors are dope. Wanda Maximoff, the kid lady who plays Wanda. She read all the comic books prior to her, like when she got the role. She deep dived in, read all the comic books, and I know she did because she did an interview 7 years ago when she first got in, and said, and they were like, "Well, what storyline do you want them to do?" And she said, "House of M."
WandaVision.
Yeah, she said House of M. When Wanda goes crazy and she makes 2 kids, but then those kids aren't real because they're the devil, a piece of the devil. But I don't think Disney would do that because that's too crazy. And then Disney does that. So, alright, but next up, we got mind bending for what's trendy. Alright,
Wait, don't ignore the joke.
where's the joke?
Joke?
It popped
Yo,
up.
Black Guy, you crushed it.
Oh! He could die from a super heart attack, shows myself. Oh, wow.
Black guy, who let you in here? Who let you in here?
Yo,
Counter!
That's so good.
good.
Yeah, that counter goes out to ID. Shout out. He'll be back here next week.
Yay!
Alright, so mind bending for what's trending. So, I caused a little trouble, chat. And I wasn't intending to. I was just trying to have an open discussion.
Oh,
So-
what'd you do, Mike?
Oh my god.
Space Jam 2 is coming out. And as I'm streaming, through my timeline, I saw the article that said what the scene was. Because Pepe Le Pew's not going to be in it because he is,
Oh my god.
he's a super freaky, forceful character. And I read the article, and the article says they took out Pepe Le Pew's scene, but this scene was actually a conversation about consent. So Pepe Le Pew's actually doing his thing that he normally does, which is wrong, by the way. Please understand I am saying that. It is wrong. I'm not redeeming it. I'm not saying that it's wrong. But Pepe Le Pew's doing his thing. He gets smacked by the lady, and she storms off. LeBron James and Bugs Bunny come into the room, and they tell him that's wrong. You can't do that without consent. Consent is super important. Like, I'm like, oh, well, why would you take that out? That's super important for 2021. Like, our kids should see that. Not like that's something our kids should see, and not to mention the fact that it's a man checking another man. He's a cartoon skunk, but he's still he's a guy, right? He's a male.
Guy.
Yeah, he's on the boys.
He's being checked by a male, and the male that's checking him is one of the most popular men in the world. Why would you not want to put that in there so our kids can understand what consent is and going too far and stuff?
It depends. I have a question. Like, who's this movie trying to target? Because I know for a fact that a lot of kids like nowadays don't know who Pepe Le Pew is.
Yeah.
So all the stuff that Pepe Le Pew did before, like the Pepe Le Pew I know, the skunk, like
Yeah.
he did. He grossed me out. But the new kids who are watching won't know.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no.
There's no like.
Better yet, they don't know half that damn cast. Let's just be very honest. Let's be honest. They don't know half that damn cast. All right? So
Even like, yes, but I think I'd rather take it out because they don't want the bad image of Pepe Le Pew, how he bad character and stuff. But the new kids that watch it, they don't know the background of Pepe Le Pew. All they know is a skunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even Pepe Le Pew doesn't even have that big of a standing. And this is coming from an ex-Six Flags worker. I was Daffy Duck for like 3 years, okay? Pepe Le Pew was not important like that, for real. So,
Who's making this movie? Is it Warner Brothers?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't want to like draw comparisons, but Warner Brothers and like actors already have a bunch of real life issues where it comes close.
Yeah.
I don't want to say like the Amber Heard situation and Johnny Depp, but I mean when it apples to oranges, it's kind of hard to justify what you can put in a movie and what you can't. And then if they put something like this in the movie, then
But she
people are
got fired.
isn't that kind of what happened over there in that other movie?
Who got
Like,
fired?
Amber
Yeah.
Heard.
Oh, Amber Heard got fired.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
She's off.
Good.
So, and I mean, and I get it, right? I mean, I get, like, as somebody pointed off on the thread that Pepe Le Pew was used as a meme to describe President Biden and his extra touchy feels and stuff like that. And I get not wanting to be associated with that. I understand that from a business standpoint, but at the same time, if it was a conversation where you guys are correcting the wrong behavior, where you're talking about the behavior and how that's wrong and you should not be doing that, I think, and like, I'm not saying that Pepe Le Pew is this redeemable character, or, you know, let's excuse everything that Pepe Le Pew has done in all this other cartoon, all these other episodes. I'm just saying this would have been a great chance to put that character on screen in a mainstream situation with a high caliber star as LeBron James and Bugs Bunny, and tell him, no, you don't treat women like that.
Yeah.
That's the thing. As an educator, as a teacher, I would prefer you put that in a movie. I would prefer that
Okay,
you
Spooky.
have kids look at it. I don't, and that's, I mean, this kind of goes back off of how Disney Plus was moving a bunch of the classics to a point where kids can't see them because of, you know, the history and the, you know, blurps of stuff. I didn't particularly care for that move either. I feel like it should. I think we should stop making things so taboo that we can't talk about them, because I'd rather talk to a kid and teach the kid myself than to have them go on YouTube or go on the internet and see a bunch of stuff and be like, oh, well, they didn't say it was wrong on the internet, so I guess it's okay to do. And then there
Right.
we go. We have this vicious cycle of the internet ruling this world and this generation, apparently. So it's horrible.
It's more like a cancel culture. If it's not right and it's not the right way, they're like,
Yeah.
don't do it. Instead of learning from the wrongs and like the past, they're like, oh, it's not good enough. I don't want to teach them that. I just want to take it out to make it easier for myself.
Yeah.
It's like
Spooky.
history. Like it's just like regular history, you know. They don't like certain things, so they're gonna take it out of vision, out of sight. It's like outside, out of mind type of thing.
Oh, do you want me to pull that up again?
Yeah. Spooky, I see you. And that's exactly the point that I was trying to go. You're taking a teachable moment away. And that's what that's for. Like my
We're
kids,
gonna put it on teachers to do it.
like my kids,
It's our
when we watch stuff, I will pause a movie or TV show quick. If I don't like how it's being addressed, or if I don't like how it's being explained, I will pause it quick and I'll explain to my kids what's right or wrong in that situation. But like, I think, and I'm not saying you got to leave it up to mainstream Hollywood and TV shows to, you know, have these moments. But if they don't have these moments, these aren't the extra moments where I can initiate a conversation or I can revisit a conversation with my children. And
Whatever, that's a kid movie.
Yeah.
That's a kid movie. That's perfect for it.
You know what's even more wild about this movie? Now, I didn't see this going around the internet, but good old Kalala, she saw this. Did you hear all the people up in arms about Lola?
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Canceling
Yeah,
Lola Bunny because she's too sexual?
Yeah.
What?
So,
Right.
no, so people were upset because they desexualized Lola in this movie because she's not as curvy. And in my head, I'm like, yo, y'all be freaks in here. And then when they try to, they're like, this is what she looked like back in the original movie. They used an image from a weird porn site about her, and they said she should be this curvy. And I was like, yo, I don't know about that, guys. That's a no for me, dog.
I love the new design for Lola. Like, I think the new design works. Like, we're working on a book called The Wolf, and the character is based off somebody who is very curvaceous. And our new art.
I'm glad Tessa's correcting me over here. You're right. It wasn't porn. It was fan art. I apologize.
How dare you? How dare you, Wiley?
And,
How dare you?
Our new artist. So I have a woman writing it, and we have a woman that's an editor on the book, and our artist is a guy, and so he drew her a bit extra curvaceous, and both of them said, "Can we tone that down?" And I was like, "Yeah, no problem." Like, it's that simple. Like, this is why, like, I work with a lot of different people because, like, if it bothers them, it's going to bother somebody else. And, like, that's not the focus of the story or whatnot. And I asked the artist, hey, when you are drawing the character, we need you to bring the curves in some. No problem.
Hey,
It's that easy.
Fellow teachers, unite.
What happened? What happened?
There you go, Spooky. You guys are what brings the nation together right there. Teaching us morals.
Thank you, I'm not alone.
Yeah, I don't tiptoe around no conversations with my kids. We get real.
Even over here in a different country, I'm not tiptoeing. I'm giving them the full, I guess you can say, American package with my butt. All right, you're gonna know what's going on. We watch news blurps. They understood the Black Lives Matter. They understood the whole Trump crap that was happening over there. Yeah, no, you finna learn today.
You finna learn today. Hey, I absolutely agree. And so, and that's what I was trying to say. And my main thing was I wanted to start the conversation. I wanted to have the conversation so people can talk about it. And there's absolutely a way to have a conversation, talk about something. And if you don't like what I said, even, if I'm saying it in a respectful way, you can still voice to me your concerns. We can have that back and forth. Like, we don't have to agree on things, but at the very least, if we have a conversation and I can see your perspective and I can acknowledge that, and I can say, I see exactly where you're coming from and I get why that's your experience. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I can respect your angle of it.
People can't have that conversation.
I was going to say, good, Wiley called it. Yep. I was
What?
Going to say, this is a day and age where you say something wrong, they show receipts. They calling in the cancel nation.
I hate this cancel culture so much. It's like if you do one thing wrong, you can't redeem yourself ever. Ever. There's no teachable. There's no getting back into it.
Yeah.
They're going so far and going back to like.
And even if
you were feet 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Those receipts from like 10, 15 years ago when that was not the issue back then. I'm like, why?
Yeah, it's like
right there.
cancel
If you
or
say you don't like K-pop, they pull out something you said 12 years ago. So
Yes.
I better be careful. Where I said the K word there. Yo, they'll come at me. They'll find my address here.
I'm about to fight you.
That's just like cancel culture tried to come for Eminem.
They are strong. That fandom, the K-pop.
Yo, and they don't even like if I hey, blurb for you guys ever want to come to South Korea. If you're heavy into that K-pop crap, just don't come here because they don't like that crap here. I'm letting that's a public service knowledge for all you lovers of Korean stuff over there. Just don't come over here.
It's not kicking it over there.
No, well, that's like the first. I guess a lot of foreigners have come over this way because of K-pop, and as they're happy that it's bringing awareness of Korea. But the fact that people come over here expecting the K fandom that they see on TV, all the Korean guys and girls are just like, yo, that ain't it. That's not us. That's fake.
Shout out real quick to Toast.
Hold on. I can't. This ain't no anime. I can't have a monologue right here.
Shout out real quick to Toast. He just hit 100 subscribers on his YouTube channel, man. Congratulations. They cancel culture also tried to come for Eminem. And they came
I saw that.
and they came for Eminem for like one of his like the softest line ever. Like they came for sober Eminem. And then Eminem's community got on TikTok and Instagram and they're all like, "Baby, that's what you want to cancel Eminem for? Let me introduce you to Slim Shady. Let me introduce you to Marshall Mathers." Like you're trying to cancel him for the wrong thing. And then Eminem immediately made a diss song to cancel culture.
Hey, yo, that's why
You can't do no wrong.
king. He's a freaking.
Can't do no wrong.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
If anyone take that away from him, I'm gonna slap you silly, man.
Y'all picked the wrong one with that one, man. Y'all picked the wrong one.
That's
All right.
crazy. I thought it was just like a meme, like a joke that I saw on the internet. Cause I can't trust all news that I see on the internet. So.
No. People were really out here trying to cancel him, and then his community also was they were just snapping back. They were like, y'all are tripping. You're like, you could at least said something. I mean, you could have really gave me a real bar. I mean, this man has talked about killing his wife. This man has talked about killing his mom. Like, but like, and so the crazy thing about that is that Eminem,
He has a whole album of stuff he could like, go back on saying.
right? And like,
before.
Eminem says some.
Now.
Eminem says some wild stuff. I do not take that for granted at all. But literally, his music has been his therapy. It has literally been his therapy through this whole process of, you know, everything that he's been through. So, I mean, and he's one of my favorite lyricists. He's on my list, top 10 all time. He's an incredible lyricist, and I just don't know, man.
Well, what blows my mind is I love the people that come into cancel culture and they can take down like small. I'm trying to figure out what camera is so I can like make circles. Like, they like try to like take out small time people, but then they want to take out like Eminem, who's like had a career for over a decade now. No, more. He's been around 2 decades now.
He came out when I was in high school.
You're right. So he's definitely old. That's the case.
Oh, you're right.
Hey, Wiley, you can't cancel Wiley.
You're so out of the hole.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, they're trying to take down like some of the greatest artists, like the biggest artists out there. It's like you guys can only do so much. You can't ruin someone.
Myself, or like I guess a millennial. I don't know what I am. I guess a millennial, whoever it is, millennial older. Like I don't like none of us understand cancel culture. Like the cancel culture I'm aware of is like kids that I meet now. They're like in their early 20s, teens. Like they don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Christine, calm down. I'm early 20s. I get it. I'm with you though.
Oh, okay. Okay, for our age.
All right, so
I'm cultured. But
there's a lot of them that are not culture at all. I'm like, where were you? Like, what news are you watching?
What happened to you? Please tell me what happened to you that you have to like. If you don't like it, it can't be out there. It has to be destroyed.
Yeah, I like what started.
You know what? Keep on scrolling. Ignore like if it's not hurting you, leave it alone.
It does not matter unless it's truly something terrible like Hitler level status. Don't worry.
No, if it's like incorrect, yeah, I understand like acknowledging it and possibly letting like correct it, but that's one thing. But to cancel someone, like,
yeah. What's her name? Blossom. She was on a Big Bang Theory. She's got her own show now, and I was watching that with my wife, and I was like, oh, not feeling this. And I guess a lot of people have come at her saying that your show isn't good or you're trying too hard. And her only response was, then don't watch it. Like, it's that easy. It is that easy. Don't watch it. Don't listen to it. Keep it moving. It's not made for you. And like, I think a lot of people have to.
I'm not sure heard that.
I think a lot of people have to understand that. Like, everything is not made for you. And I can understand giving a critique on something and have a discussion about it or whatnot, but people do go hard.
Yes, my sources said that was a good comeback.
I love it. That was great. Hey, I was wondering why she put her glasses on. I was like, what is she looking at?
I had to do my research, guys.
I thought you want to tweet that. I'm like, what? This is a new concept I've never heard of.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I gotta share this with the world.
You can actually not watch and move past something. I mean,
like, not everything you see is made for you. Mm-hmm. I think that's what people don't get. It's like, if it's not made for you, then don't entertain yourself with it. There's a bazillion things for you.
There's so much stuff out. Disney Plus plans on coming out with 100 things a year. Netflix is dropping something new every weekend. Paramount Plus just started with a bunch of new stuff and original stuff. Hulu has stuff on it. Amazon, like there's something you can find. All right, like don't stop after you lift up that first rock. Let's look at Rock 2, Rock 3, and like the Rock's TV show is amazing. I love it, and I may have some bias because I have a man crush on him. He's hilarious.
Wait a minute. Did you just literally do that blurb like that?
Yes, I did.
Are you getting paid for this? He said, you notice how he's like, you don't have to just stick under this rock. You can go to this rock. No, Literally, goddamn.
That was completely freestyle. Completely.
I think the greatest place to see like different tastes and things, where like cancel culture isn't nearly as big, is the anime community and comic book community. And the reason why I say that is like I'm a big Spider-Man fan. Clearly.
No.
Yeah, no.
Get,
Yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here with that nonsense. But I can say that as someone who read a lot of comics, who watched everything. I was a huge Spider-Man fan growing up. I really like the scientific part of comics, like Fantastic Four, huge fan of. However, my wife, she's gonna snore in the movie. When we go out there to watch it, when Fantastic Four comes out, she's gonna be sleeping in there. She's gonna say, "This is boring. This is garbage." It's not her taste. She knows I enjoy it, but she ain't just gonna crap on it all the time. Cancel culture is so toxic these days. It just blows my mind that people have such strong opinions over such little things.
I know. I got it.
The anime community is a whole different level of cancel / toxicity. They have their own like group. Unfortunately, if you haven't dived into the anime cancellation toxicity, then don't look it up now. Just stay out of it. It's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, we were debating the whole Wanda situation from WandaVision, the season finale, and people were upset that Wanda wasn't in cuffs, that no one tried to arrest her. I said, who gonna put cuffs on Wanda Maximoff? And what cuffs are gonna hold her? There was nobody there that could do it. Nobody. And it was like,
Absolutely get better.
Absolutely nothing.
Yo, bro, hold on, wait. Mike, I got a question for you. So, I just want to say, Kalala just threw shade. She says, I don't like science. She realized she's married to someone trying to get an astrophysicist degree over here. She said, I don't like science.
Did she say she don't like science?
A scientist.
She's
I see it.
From Big Bang Theory, okay? She's not there to like you for your scientist stuff.
She's not.
She's there to be pretty, damn it. Let her be pretty.
They know you for your brains. What about
Right.
Hey,
that?
that's true. I can do science. She doesn't gotta like it. That's fine. That's fine.
Right.
There you go.
And we respect that.
Yeah, but they do go hard out here, some of them, man. But all right, so we're gonna move on to the next one. I don't know if anybody got to watch this one. It was a fan movie by Bat and the Sun. Bat and the Sun's pretty cool YouTube channel. They did all the versus battles. They raise money, they get money donated, and they put a lot of money into making these costumes and shooting these epic fights with characters that we've always wanted to know how, who would win. And they do a lot of fan participation. So they'll say like, we'll have Wonder Woman fighting Wolverine, and you guys have a week to vote on who you think will win, and then they'll make that episode. Whoever you vote on is going to be the winner of this fight, and they'll film it and do all that, and then they'll have an alternate ending for if the other character was to win. They're very fun, and you know they have their own limitations, but for their budget and where they're at, I think they're great. But they raised $70,000 on Indiegogo, and then they matched that $70,000, so they had $120,000 to make this movie. Batman Dying is Easy, and
I watched.
you watch it. It's 30 minutes long, or 20, 26, 27 minutes, or whatnot. Christina, what did you think of this Batman film?
Why isn't this an actual TV series? Like,
Yo, is this live action?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
But yeah,
Oh.
I think it's a like a indie made. If you can tell, but it's also it's just as good as any Arrowverse show.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what?
This is much better than that.
This isn't new. This is definitely not new. I think there's
The fan made stuff is so much better than
yeah.
my
The YouTube people can come up with better freaking cinematic
the storyline. It's great.
storylines than the actual big wigs that you paid and I hate
So
that.
if this was in theaters or series, I actually would watch this so much more than what we have now as a DC comic book movie TV series, except for the animated stuff, which I still love, like the Batman animated. So I love that as a kid.
Mhm.
But watching this, you see, like this Batman is the Batman I imagine as a live action person.
Yeah,
It gets me older, yeah.
he's real good. But to answer Robert's question, they've done Batman versus fights. Like they've done Batman fighting. It wasn't Bat and the Sun that did that. There was another Batman movie. It was a short where Batman's fighting a predator. Or no, he's fighting Alien. And then by the end of it, he's surrounded by predators. I forgot what that one's called, but that's real good too. But Bat in the Sun didn't do that one, if I remember correctly. But that's kind of like the standard for fan films, because it was really like they actually got the special effect guys from Predator and Aliens to help make this movie and to make the costumes and stuff. So it was legit. And the Batman they had was really good. The cinematography of it was really top notch. But to coincide with what Christina's saying, I absolutely love the look of this Batman in this film. He looks like a monster. Like he's
just saying, alongside
The
that,
Joker.
the Joker looks
The
way
Joker
better
looks-
than
Bruh.
the new Joker. I'm just saying, like Einstein said.
no, I agree. The Joker looks great in this, and I feel like there was times I really liked this Joker, and then there was times I wasn't. So, like the thing that you have with Jared Leto and some of the stuff that he says is how I feel about this one. Like the dude found the sweet spot. I was like, ooh, that's nice. That's Joker, and then he got out of it. It was almost like for me, it was like he was just missing the signal from time to time. But every once in a while he'll get it back, and I'm like, dude, keep that, hold that. That's Joker. Like that's great.
Well, I'm just saying he looks like a Joker.
No, he does. I absolutely agree.
He definitely the look is 10 times better than the new one. I'm sorry if anyone's a big fan of it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm watching this and I'm just like, why couldn't this been our movie?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Like I'll hire them. If I have a network, I'll hire them just to do a DC Batman show, whatever it is.
But see,
I
that's
was
what I
really
mean.
watching. I was hesitant to watch another Batman thing. Like it could go pretty wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So compared to what we have so far, but
But
I was surprised and liked it.
I agree with you, Christina. Like, why can't the Arrowverse be on this level? Like, this is a Batman show I would watch every week. I would watch this Batman show if this was the Arrowverse.
You want to know why? Because there's. Do you know any of those people?
No.
Exactly.
The only famous person is that the guy who replaced Gordon for that 30-minute series.
I did not like him.
I don't like him either, but like he got the job done. That's all.
He got the job done.
He did his
I've never been a fan of his acting. I thought it only worked in Kill Bill, and that was it. Like, I've never liked him in anything else outside of Kill Bill.
That's so sad.
Oh man, they're putting me on blast over here, Mike. I'm on like
Yeah, they
a
are.
pressure
Are you
cloth.
sub? Are you sub? Riley?
I saw that. I was trying to let it fly under the radar and let y'all deal with that.
They said you better sub. I'm trying to figure out how to sub. I don't know. How is all this?
But
Okay, so you go onto Twitch, you hit that channel, you hit
Yo,
this purple
you just
button.
push
I'll
the
just give you the option to
subscribe.
promote like 10 other people, which I mean I'm not against.
I don't know. Hey, but I think it's good. I would love to see them do more stuff. I hope they get to raise more money. So I thought the action of the Batman was still a little bit slow. But again, I understand the concept of how they're working or what they're working in. But it's still good.
For a fan-made thing. For a fan-made,
Yeah.
the budget. I
Pretty
think it's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than most things that I watch that are actually on
They put
broadcasting.
me on blast. I'm already subscribed. Calm down, people. Calm down. That's why I can't get my own subscription. They
But,
said you can get 10 subscriptions.
But that's but the best part of it to me was the story, like the story, the setup, the way it worked. Like in this movie, like I wish ID was here so I could say this to his face.
Yeah.
But in this fan film, there's more detective work in this fan film than all 3 of the Dark Knight movies.
All of them. All. I'm watching.
My man
Yo,
said he's been
I'm
watching for
watching.
weeks. He's been poisoning the Joker for weeks. He's been feeding into this lie for weeks. And it's just, he picked up the gun and it was like, oh, he found fingerprints. So much detective work. Chris
30
Nolan,
minutes.
take
30
notes.
minutes.
Batman's the world's greatest detective, not the greatest, worst voice actor. Hate his voice.
Who can get the defense with his voice? That was pretty much what they've been doing. That's why I
Right.
said, like even now with Robert Patterson playing him, I mean, cool, but I don't think he's gonna nail it either.
Your face said it all. Like
You
your
don't think
face.
Tim Burton- I think he has a chance.
I mean, I'm gonna give him a
he's good
chance.
Actor. I do like him as an actor in all other movies besides Twilight. Okay, he's
Oh, yeah.
done some good shit besides Twilight.
Yeah.
But like, I just don't see him fitting into the expectation of who I have for Batman. Like, it's just not. It's not connected.
It doesn't mix very well. Like I don't see it like as like apples and oranges. Like how does that work?
Yeah, I
Mm.
don't see how they're gonna make him be dark when he needs to be, and then, I mean, yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like you, I like him in pretty much everything he's been in, like outside of a lot of other stuff. But him as a person, he's a really kooky person. It cracks me up. I saw an interview with him one time, and they asked him a question. They're like, "So, like, do you actually like not wear deodorant and all that?" He's like, "Well, no, of course I wear deodorant. I bathe and whatnot. The people that thought I didn't were the crazy girls that are following me. Yeah, during Twilight, I didn't like bathe when I would get days off because I didn't want all them girls around me." He's like, "I just did it to keep them away from me."
all right. I
was
did
like,
it.
Man,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
He's smart.
he knows what he's doing.
He's
One
smart.
day, I will be that cool. That's
But
how
to go back to the Batman trailer or the Batman movie, I think what sets it apart from all the Warner Brothers stuff is, like everyone said, it's on YouTube. It's fan made. It's like people's personal time. It's like their personal projects they're putting their heart and soul into. Another really good clip. I don't remember. I think it was Nathan Fillion that did it. There was a Nathan Drake movie that came out a couple of years ago now.
Wow.
And everyone wanted him to be like the Nathan Drake. And I know Mike doesn't play games. I know Christina doesn't play games, but I'm sure people in the chat
Excuse me.
play Uncharted games.
I
Excuse
play
me.
it, my guy. I got
Excuse me.
you. I got your
Stop.
game side.
Stop.
I
Stop.
don't play games.
You are not gonna disrespect me. I've clearly said I do not play scary games. I got all 5 of the Drake games. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
For his soul.
You mean
I
four
don't know
million
if he doesn't play
people
games.
game? He ain't in that game.
It's part of the franchise. It's part of the universe, and it's actually better than the Drake games.
I'm just messing with you.
You're not just messing with me. Don't play with me.
I'm just messing with you, Mike. You calm down over there. But that movie was so well done. Like Nathan Fillion killed it as Nathan Drake. If you've never watched it, Mike, that's something you gotta watch.
I'll watch
killed it in
that.
Their character design, their humor, the combat. It was so good.
But see, that's the thing. Like the big movies could do this. They can. But again, I like if you're a fan of like international movies, they literally, when they do their casting, they literally go for someone who's going to not only look the part, but give you that, like you said, that personal feeling like some of these indie YouTubers give you on that level, to where you can connect more with their characters. But America, they're so big on name dropping that, I mean, it's not even, just because of America, but I think that's just our culture, that we've made it to where if there's not a famous person marketing it, ain't nobody gonna watch it, nobody's gonna buy it, nobody's gonna even, step foot near it. So
Mhm.
they have to reuse the 5 actors that they keep looking towards. Like, if they just gave, there's too many people in America too where you could just, there's too many people in the acting field, drama field, that could have probably a best role for like a Marvel movie or a DC movie, but they're being overlooked because, oh look, this amazing person who's been in 18 million films and they're pushing 80 should probably retire, but no, let's keep filming them. Let's put them in this role.
hmm
Yeah, and that's what scares me about the new Drake movie, because they're coming out with Uncharted and they have Tom Holland in it. I see why Smash when you're saying they're doing something similar like that with Tom Holland. They're gonna make a movie, but I just feel like it won't be the same. Nate Fillion was the perfect, looked the same, sounded the same humor, same combat.
Wait, they said Tom Holland's gonna be Nathan?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
making Tom Holland Nathan Drake.
Oh hell no! I'm out. I'm out. Oh, you should have told
Tom
me
Holland
that.
is an actor, but
No.
he's not Nathan Drake.
He ain't got the body. He ain't got no, Daddy, no. I am dead. Somebody.
And that bounces back to exactly what you said, Midori, where they'll pick a big name actor that can make money because of their name. They're gonna put someone who's not the role, and they're gonna put him in it.
I
Hmm.
don't even want to play a game anymore. I'm not playing a game. I gotta ruin my luck.
So, I'm not saying that's a young him. You know how young you going?
You ain't gotta go that damn young. No, that's like teeny bopper young.
Are they doing like origin story for him or something? Is that why?
Yeah.
Even in the games, even if you wanted to make an origin story, he's only young in the game, and all the games combined, in Uncharted 3 and Uncharted 4, for maybe like 40 minutes combined between the games. You're gonna make a whole movie out of him? I don't think
Being
so.
young, no. I love me some Tom Holland.
I just saw like I don't know Nathan Jr. and I just Googled what it looks like. How is that? How will Tom Holland look like that?
Pulled that off. Exactly, honey.
I literally just Googled this. I didn't know what it looks like.
So, Christine,
How?
now that you have that image in your head, look up. I want to make sure I'm saying his name correct. I believe it's Nate Fillion. Yeah, Nathan Fillion. Look up that man. Tell me he doesn't look very similar to a Nathan Drake already. Just his regular face.
Literally is like the Denzel. of-
Yeah, that's literally that's what I thought of before you gave him the name because I've seen the actor before, and he looks exactly like him.
Yeah, he made a 10-minute movie on YouTube about Uncharted. And it's so good, and they just won't do it.
I am flabbergasted.
I am flabbergasted.
I am appalled. You ruined my day. My Saturday.
Oh my god, I want to watch this now.
Into that. No, I'm just trying to figure that out in my head.
Oh, I just
My
saw a
head's
scene
hurting,
from it.
Guys, my head's hurting.
I mean, even if Tom Holland, buffed himself out, then we would lose, the awesome Spider-Man. I'm saying.
Look at
Yeah,
that shot.
scene right there. That's from the movie. It's so good.
That's perfect gameplay. That's the game.
Yeah, I feel like I'm looking at PS5 right now.
Ooh, why are you playing? Why are you playing?
I was wondering if he was gonna find a way to shut up that PS5.
Thank the person who just gifted us up.
Oh,
Hey, we gifted some.
who just gifted this up?
That's 3 dots.
Thank you so much, 3 Dots. So much
Hey,
appreciated.
thanks
It's
for
very
your
much
help.
appreciated.
Thanks for your help, man.
Hey, matter of fact, hold on.
You my hero.
You heard that line in his voice? Why he be lying? Yo, that tea just made me go sour. I am upset. Why you ruined my day?
Yeah, you said it's only 12 o'clock here in Korea right now. I'm like,
Hey,
oh, ruin your Saturday.
Let me ruin her Saturday with some news. And you know that Drake guy? Yeah, he's being played by Tom Holland.
It's
That's the
done.
last person they could have fit.
I also,
in
in
that
my
damn
head, Tom Holland to me still looks like a 16-year-old. To me, he is a 16-year-old. I can't imagine going past 20 ever.
Yeah. And it does rely heavily on the fact that we've only seen him in a teenager role. Like we have not seen him play any adult roles.
What's the movie on Netflix that he came out with?
So,
That movie was great.
That was a good
I
movie,
like
but he
that
was still young in it. He wasn't like a full adult yet. But that was another good example.
No, he was because he served in the.
serious.
He was a full adult in that.
Was he?
Yeah, but he played some of the younger part too, though.
Okay, well. My point is, he can play serious roles, but it's hard to get him out of that. Like, 80
What's happening?
Like a child.
Face. It's like you can't change his face.
Oh,
Ah, she's hosting us.
yeah.
Yay!
I don't know why you're not. I don't know why it wasn't auto hosting, but it's hosted. No,
That is
I don't
so
know why. I think he's gonna have the Harry Potter syndrome.
Yeah.
Emma Watson had to go through. All of them had to go through that, where it's like you saw them grow up on screen, and now that they're adults and wanting to do adult roles, you're just like, Harry, sit your ass down. What you doing?
Yeah, all I see is Harry Potter. Like he's been in so many other movies, like a horror movie and all this stuff. Like, no, you're just Harry Potter to me. And
Pick it up, Harry. Pick it up, Harry.
Shout out to Moana. Moana's in the building for the Moana Nui podcast.
great movies, like the one on Netflix that just came out last summer or something like that. It was a great movie, but in my brain, I still saw Spider-Man and a little high school kid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, where is
It's
Iron Man?
really long. Great actor. I just can't seem out of what he put himself in.
I think that's gonna.
Well,
I did see that what's his face came back for Captain America.
Oh,
we just got a subscription. Thank you for the subscription.
Adam, about time you subscribed over here. Look at Mike dancing over there.
Yeah.
What happened to our twerking? What happened to that situation?
Oh,
Well, you see, Christine, ID's
look.
not here, and I want them to challenge each other.
look.
Well,
I would
that's
tell you right now. I've already warned my wife. I said there may be a potential twerking thing happening with me tomorrow. I got to see how the
It's
chat
not a
is feeling.
potential. It's just on hold at the moment.
I'm definitely ready for it.
Yeah. Darn ID for not being here.
No, it's gonna be next week.
Mm.
It's gonna be next week.
Next week, you guys,
I want
there is
to
a
see
special
ID's
segment.
face.
Moana said, "Wait, twerking."
It's twerk off.
Oh, tell her how much.
I will pay
I'm not-
both parties to see
I was
it.
gonna say, I'm not saying I'm gonna drop ones, but I might put some ones.
Yo, Midori ID, he's expensive. Yo,
Hey, it's okay. I got a conversion rate over here that might
Well-
work for me.
he said
Oh,
you
look,
got
ID was
$100.
telling ID was on the show telling us about that somebody donated $100 to get him to twerk, and then it started kind of a chain reaction. And I said, "What? I'm twerking for the same thing. Let's go." Then we got the reward tier set up and everything. Mike, I don't know if you know this about me, but I used to break dance.
DJ of
I know how to shake it.
Twerk off. I will be the DJ of this twerk off.
Yes.
There's no, I got this song that I can twerk for. No, you guys are gonna twerk to a song that you don't know.
And
Hey.
I have one of those cards, like rated 1 through 10. Like,
There you go.
Yeah.
We've got this.
I'm
set
here
up.
for it.
It's working. All right.
I'm here for it.
You can twerk
Look.
to anything, by the way. I'm letting that be a fact. There you go. Facts with Midori is here. You can twerk to anything.
Michael Watson has no embarrassment card. Nothing embarrasses him. But I want to shout out Tessa because she has set up everything that is going on today through our Streamlabs with the
Yeah,
emotes.
it's amazing. I'm
with the
looking over
buttons.
the Twitch side. It looks amazing.
Yeah, she set all this up and it looks great. She is the woman in the chair.
amazing. The show won't be the same without her.
Right.
That's true.
So I'm here for it.
Because y'all
And
know Mike ain't doing it.
hey,
Oh, trust me, we know.
look, Tessa be trying to tell me, she's like, "Mike, this is what I did. So this is what I'm doing." I'm like, "Okay,
It goes
Tessa,
in one ear
Okay.
and out the other. Okay.
keep it up."
I just remember the first time someone followed us and Mike got so excited. He's like, "How we got a follower?"
No. He been having followers. The thing was, he didn't know it because he didn't have any alerts or anything to tell him. I'm like,
Exactly.
"Wow." People talking to him, and he didn't know that he had to converge his chats. Mike has come a long way. The test of love,
Tessa for this.
yes.
Yes, clap her up.
All right. Not too long. I'm so proud of you.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, so, but I think everybody agrees. Batman Easy, Dying is Easy is worth the watch. Go check that out. It is definitely worth the watch. It's a good portrayal of the Bat. I just don't like the dude that replaced Commissioner Gordon. I just like you're bad. You could have got somebody else. But that's the only bad thing I have. I mean, I think Joker was on and off, but I still enjoyed it. It's still a good time. But I'm gonna find the other one that Robert was talking about. That one's not as long; it's shorter. But I want y'all to see that one too, because that's like, and I could be wrong, so I'll just say, in my opinion, that Batman fan film is what started and kicked off fan films. Like when people saw that, they were like, "Oh, we can do this!" Like that, like because it's good. It's really good. Let's see here. I'm going through because we're having such a great conversation. Just trying to think if there's something else. Oh, so I did want to say this. I do not want to be in Ryan Coogler's shoes. He said in an article that in an interview he had, this is literally the hardest thing he has ever had to do, which is filming Black Panther 2 without Chadwick Boseman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
For everyone that's dying to know, because I see them all in the chat, I mentioned it. There's my dog back there laying down, folks. He's just chilling.
Aw.
Bring him on, give me your run. I'm like, I don't know.
Aw.
I need some animal therapy.
Oh wait, are people in our chat trying to claim assistance help?
There he is. Momo, you got anything to say?
And its name is Momo.
All right, buddy. All right, there you go, Claw. He's up here. He's saying,
My
"Howdy,
heart.
folks."
Oh,
He's like, if you don't let me go back to sleep, I'm gonna murder you in your sleep.
Hold up.
Gentle
I just
I've
saw
ever
you
met.
on my phone, and whoa. What do you mean you just saw me on your phone? What happened? How did I get on your phone?
Ooh.
what?
Oh, I mean, what?
Oh, maybe the other. I don't know what he's talking
I didn't mean
about.
to be the different one. I will match you guys. Everyone said ew. Ew.
Yeah, you know.
Get me on your phone.
Yeah, I think we've gone through all the latest topics on the show tonight. We've gone through that list. Plus, did you see they're doing a throwback video game for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like the old school side-scrolling beat 'em up? It's called Shredder's Revenge.
Oh, that's gonna be sweet.
I have lost
I
a
did
lot
see
of
it.
quarters to
I
that
saw it.
game.
I saw it. I was like, wow. So
I-
they definitely should. I think that should be like, we should just have a year of them trying to pretty much reboot some of the classics with today's graphics. I would be okay with some games coming back, like Bloody Roar.
Oh, I would like Bloody Roar to come back.
You know, like some of those, like, not saying that everything needs to be like 3D, you know, just reboot some 2D stuff too as well, but
Just make it cleaner, probably. Just
yeah.
way
It's
better.
definitely not as nostalgic, but along those same lines, Midori's. I know they just re-released Scott Pilgrim,
Yes, they did,
Mhm.
and I bought it on
and
everything.
I got myself a physical copy. Yo, I went all out. I said I'm buying the collectible edition with all the stuff with it. And I think it's so cool if they do that with a lot of these classics too, and just kind of revamp them, bring them on the new console, give them nice graphics. They can stay the side scroller, beat them up, but just bring them back for a new audience.
Oh my god, I spent too much money on fucking Scott Pilgrim. It's ridiculous.
Did you buy a physical version or did you buy digital?
I did physical. I did digital. I have it on every system.
I just
There's
bought
no
the movie.
excuses for nobody to play with me.
Oh, no.
I ended up getting a Voodoo account, and when I was away for work, I sat there and I bought the movie. I was like, you know what, a little bit nostalgic. I'm just gonna watch the movie because that Michael Cera movie, it's so good for what it is.
Oh yeah, I was wondering if they're gonna
Look,
show the
see, it
gameplay in
it
this
still
trailer.
looks like a classic.
There it goes. That's the gameplay.
Yeah,
I love the
looks
animation.
good. It looks like the old school, just retouched up.
It looks so nice.
That's good.
I hope they have more moves than the 2 moves though. I hope they still.
Oh yeah.
I need
Yeah,
more
update the
actions.
move list. Keep the style and aesthetic the same. Just give more moves, more combos.
Yeah,
Make it multiplayer so you can play with your friends. That'd be
Mhm.
dope.
absolutely.
Yeah, see, if they did more of the old school games like that, Double Dragon. I mean, I'm just saying. Hit us with some old school stuff so these kids can understand. Video games were not easy. God damn it.
They're not.
It's gone years. I still have Sega games that I cannot beat to this day.
Yeah, dude.
Moana said she needs Contra.
The closet, I found like old and like Nintendo 64 like cartridge. Like
Mhm.
back in our closet, I was cleaning out.
Moana says she
Hey.
needs Contra. That game was hard
Yo,
as heck.
that's the game I can't beat on Sega Genesis, bro.
Mhm.
Back.
Yo,
Get
Contra
back.
literally is my hell zone.
Oh.
I've watched YouTube videos of people beating it.
We got a follower.
Yo, never knew.
Oh,
Woo-hoo.
oh! I see that
Make sure
dance
to
move.
think of it, say
Look
her
at
name.
Mike back then. Look at him dancing.
All right, who was that just followed us?
You can mess on Midori and have him shake it.
Let me see here.
I can't move my bottom half, but I can.
Okay,
move
so
Oh.
look,
That's
it's on.
Well, as long as you take down your
Todow 3, thank you so much for the follow.
Yo, hit that follow. You guys better follow. You know this is not free content.
Of course not. Premium content right here.
Okay.
Awesome.
They stay up wee hours. What time is it for you guys?
It's 10:37 for us.
It's 10:13. You know Mike is old. He's tired. Mike, did you have your dinner yet, honey?
No, I haven't actually.
See, now he needs to eat. Now he has to go to bed.
Well,
No,
actually,
no, boy, this man, he never eats. He doesn't sleep. That man's a living cyborg over there.
I actually had Chipotle earlier today. I had 2 bowls of Chipotle, so I'm
He
good.
says that, but no one has ever claimed to see him eat a single bite
I've
of
never
it.
seen him eat. Even when I met him at the convention in the food court, he might be was not eating.
He's the only one.
I had just finished the meal before we got there.
That mean might eat once. It was at dinner with a group of people.
Yeah.
And then it was like, we literally eating tacos though. Tiny little
But
tacos.
you actually saw him pick up the little taco and put it in his mouth.
She saw how disappointed I was at that tiny ass
Afterwards, he said
taco.
Go afterwards and spit it out and inject himself with oil to keep his cyborg body moving.
I swear.
And we did, and then we walked and we got cookies. We got
We
the
did get
cookies.
cookies that night. We were walking in the
Cookies, the second meal of the day.
this is so wrong. I was like, we walked the night of Philly streets.
Yeah, we were kicking it in Philly. So I'm an eater though. Like I like to eat.
The thing is, I don't remember you eating.
You don't have proof? Okay, here I'll show you some proof.
You
Look.
wait a minute. You got a video. I think it's pre-recorded. It's not proof.
It's not real. That's a
Not
deep
real.
fake I see over here.
CGI.
He was
There's
too
no,
quick with it. He was too quick with it. Like, let me. I got the video.
It's not happening so quick. I'm still looking for it.
Yeah. That's what they all.
So while I'm looking for this
Take, like, a normal
proof,
bite of a meal and eat it. You're like, look, I'm real, guys.
while I'm looking for this proof, what do you guys think about the Powerpuff Girls?
Videotaped in the past.
Oh.
Did someone say Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah, what do you guys think about the Powerpuff Girls? They just announced the cast for Powerpuff Girls.
I could care less.
Wait, are they making like a live action movie or?
Yes, live action.
Like,
Gross.
was it Dove
Huh?
Cameron?
Gross.
What's gross?
The cast is fine, but I don't like that it's a live action.
You know what scares me about that, Mike?
Like, there's certain things you should not make live action for. This is one of them.
I eat.
Mike, take this off. Take this off right now. Take this off. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, somebody clip that on Twitch, please, and thank you for making that
Go and
making that a
subscribe.
command.
for that.
Yes, subscribe, please, for that face emotes.
Chloe Bennett, Dove Cameron, and Yanni Perrault. Sorry if I pronounced the names wrong. They are the cast of Powerpuff Girls for the live action Powerpuff Girls.
That's
Oh,
going
They don't look like sisters.
south so bad. I have feelings going to go south really bad.
this is how you know.
Again, they're bringing in Dove Cameron as a name dropper. So is Chloe Bennett. I don't know who Yenna.
Oh no, she's probably a model.
Probably.
That's the thing.
Model-
Model turn actor. Because that's apparently that's like the only way to make it in America.
So I don't know how they fit the person as the Powerpuff Girls. Like any of them. Like, am I gonna really call them Bubbles? Like, call one of the girls Bubbles?
Mm.
Yeah, Bubbles, a Blossom, and Buttercup.
Like,
Panda,
really?
what are you going to go marathon and watch?
Or how are they gonna pull off costumes? Because if we're in this day and age of, sexualizing women, they wore mini skirts.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to understand. Are these going to be adults?
No,
Like,
they
are,
have kids in the show.
And they're kids. Like
I-
kindergarten kids, because they were doing finger painting. I remember Bubbles' song. Coloring. Yeah.
Yo, Tom Doe 3, he says it right here in his comment. Hold up, let me just.
I feel like something what they I didn't watch. Was it Winks, whatever the thing they made on Netflix?
it is a CW show. It is a CW
CW
show.
show. That's how you know it could be bad. You got all the bad shows over there. I mean,
See-
one time they had the Flash.
Someone tell me how they got Walker to renew for 2 seasons when only 2 episodes were out. Can someone tell me how that happened?
I don't know, because that Walker Texas Ranger show is trash. He
Yes,
does
it
not
is.
throw one roundhouse. How do you have a show called Walker Texas Ranger and you throw no roundhouses?
What is wrong with this world, bro?
Um, they also got the remake. They also got the remake of Kung Fu. Oh God, I'm really old. Kung Fu was a show that was originally Bruce Lee's idea, and he pitched it, and then Hollywood stole it and gave it to another guy that was not Bruce Lee. And he's basically a person who walks the land and does Kung Fu. So they're rebooting that, and it's on CW as well.
That CW's where like if you get a show on CW and people are excited for it, yo,
So CW is good for the first two, maybe the third season, maybe if you're lucky in the third season, but after that it gets really shitty. Like, I mean, also I watch Arrow, like all the Arrowverse shows, for the majority of them. Like the first two seasons, I quite enjoy them, but after that it gets really bad really fast.
what about this Powerpuff Girl thing though?
Hey, Sour Patch, that is a good question. Who the hell is gonna be Mojo Jojo?
No,
That is a good question.
they're gonna bring back. They're gonna tie it into the Planet of the Apes universe with Caesar. They're gonna fight Caesar.
Yeah, who is gonna be Mojo Jojo?
What about
Like you has the accent with it.
who is like assistant to the mayor?
Dude, that's legally how you have to say his name. You have to say it that way.
You have to say it like that.
Mojo
You don't say it like that.
Mojo Jojo.
My issue with this movie or show, I guess, it's not an issue. It's just I know it's gonna happen. All these people that are like, you guys aren't sexualizing Lola Bunny enough are gonna be the same people that are like, you should sexualize these little girls more. And it's gonna be the weirdest culture when this show comes out. People are gonna be
No, I think that's the thing. I think they're going to over sexualize the Powerpuff Girls, and people are going to be like, y'all know they're supposed to be in kindergarten.
It's
Right.
like that movie. It's like that movie that I can't even remember because I didn't obviously watch it. It came out on Netflix a while back about that like orc squad of children.
Oh, yeah, I saw that movie.
Was it like it wasn't
It
rats?
was a movie about about a girl moving to a different country overseas.
Cuties.
She
That's
joined-
it.
Yeah, Cuties. She joins the dance squad, and this dance squad literally is putting my dancing butt to shame. All
Yo,
right?
it's weird how they like show a little girl's butt too much during all that. Well, yeah, Christina, that weird face. That was the entire movie.
That was the entire freaking movie, girl. It was.
These
it
are
was
like 7-year-olds, maybe younger.
I was trying to see how that looked.
Bruh, it was so uncomfortable to even get through, but I like wanted to watch it so I could
Why
be
is
able
it-
to obviously talk about it. But watching it was like, I feel like I'm going to hell just watching this,
You said, "Yikes! This is one for the sin list."
bro. Like I thought Dance
This was
Moms was
heavy
bad,
movie.
but this
Mike,
was
have
an
you
actual
seen anything
movie
from
that
that?
they
The cuties.
filmed
No, I just saw
and
the
practiced
drama
it.
came
It's a good thing
Oh, my.
because I watched.
What's even worse than that
and it
before
made
is
me feel so
not
bad
only
for
was
it.
it filmed, is
Like, it's so
when you
bad.
make a movie, it's not like it's just one person goes, "Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's make this movie."
The
It's
whole
a
group was
executive doing it,
Well, the
producer,
one thing that I do, I saw all the social media drama that was associated with that movie and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm not gonna watch it, but because it was a foreign film, so the way it was promoted and shown, and I don't know what country it was. I'm sorry, but the way that it was promoted and shown in the country it was actually made in was completely different from the way that Netflix presented it to us in the States. Netflix presented it to us as completely sexualizing those little girls and the pushing the whole twerking culture. And when I dove a little bit deeper into it to see like what the movie was about, you know, it's about this girl and her mom, you know, going at it because the girl wants to go off and do this dancing. She wants to not, like, she's going against her own, like, their way of life and things like this. So there was more to it in the actual story compared to what Netflix was presenting to us in America. And the director, or the lady that wrote it, said, yeah, that was Netflix that did that. Like, I had no choice or no say in how they presented it, how their trailer was. That's how they put it on to the States. So that says something.
That says something about American Netflix right there. I'm just saying, I got my eyes on you guys.
It's such a weird standard for like what's sexualized and what isn't. Like here in America, it's God forbid there's show a nipple or boobs or breasts on a woman, they freak out.
You gotta have a pasty.
But then they're allowed to do that. But like in Europe and other countries, that's such a normal thing. It's not sexualized at all. But yet,
Oh, heck yeah.
it's so confusing.
Yeah, American entertainment is some of the strangest things I've ever noticed. I remember when the movie Parasite came out, and this is like speaking of like just how what's considered like a good movie, and Americans were just on blast that this foreign movie got like the world's best movie title, whatever it is.
Did they even watch it for them to say that?
No, no, they didn't watch it. They're like, I'm not gonna.
Good
watch
night, Black Guy.
Dub. And I said, please don't dub it.
Oh, I'm glad they didn't dub it because it was
It's
Good.
That would
so
have been disrespectful if they would have dubbed it.
yeah.
Oh,
That would have
100%.
been super disrespectful.
Like, So that's laziness. Like if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. But don't critique it if you haven't watched it.
Hey, Night Black Guy.
That too, because like I mean, I appreciate the movie because it shows what's going on over here. That's a legit thing.
Yeah.
Here, like I've seen it. So the
So-
fact that they're showing it to other people, I don't know why it did so. I don't know why people criticize it so badly because it's like you can tell the
It was
truth.
so well
they don't
told,
like it.
and it was different because just because you don't know familiar with it doesn't mean it's bad.
It goes to that. It's back to that whole cancel culture conversation where if someone watches something and doesn't like it, or if they go, I have to read subtitles. This is an American country. We gotta watch American movies. Give me more Captain America. That's what I want to watch right there. I'm like, there's more to the world and media altogether than just America. And Parasite was, I think, like the nail on the head of like, this is a great movie, like goddamn, almost perfect movie. It was so good.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, I only want to watch it if it's English dubbed and Americanized. I was like, please don't. Don't.
Well, that's the same thing. They're trying to make an American version of Train
Train
to
to Busan.
Yeah, and I'm like, why?
I haven't watched it, but I'm like, I don't watch zombie movies. Just
I
Yo,
don't either,
Christina-
but Christina, you should definitely look at it.
I
I'm
know.
not a zombie person, but that was my first and only movie that I watched by myself. I'm a big girl, guys. Okay? I watched it with the lights on during the day. Okay. I was such a big girl, and I was drinking just a little bit, so the zombies kind of turned into like to some hot people. But that's beside the point. That is the only movie I will say you should try, especially if you're
watch.
not a zombie person.
Yo,
Yeah.
Kodo says Train to Milwaukee. It's not gonna be Train to Milwaukee. It'll be Train to Boston.
But see, that's the thing. Like, first off, trains aren't even like part of the American culture like that.
Yeah, they're
they're
not.
Like over here,
They're
that's
gonna be on
really
the
how you
subway
get around.
system.
Like the whole reason that movie is a problem. The whole reason that movie is a problem is because it's a freaking bullet train. It's one of those trains that go like 300 miles per hour. that's the main thing.
You can get anywhere in Korea within 1 to 2 hours.
That's wild. I wish we had a train system here in America.
We did, but Trump said no to it.
I know.
That's crazy.
There's still a chance. There's still one chance that, well, at least me and Mike will get it. The Hyperloop that Tesla and them were all trying to talk about between Chicago, Columbus, and Philadelphia. There's going to be a 3-way loop on a bullet train.
That's a
Nice.
start.
Like,
I'll
hey,
take it. I'll take it.
I'm fine. I'll get to Chicago in 2 hours. Bet. It'll make
Yeah.
conventions easier.
I would absolutely do that. I drive
to New York for 2 hours.
to Chicago twice a year for comic book conventions, and I hate it because it's like an added hour and a half because of the time zone difference when you cross over. And
Yeah.
I know it's a mental thing, but it feels like 3 extra hours every time, forward and backwards. And we don't get done with the show on Sunday until like 5 o'clock. So we don't get home till super, super late. So give me the bullet train. I'm there.
Yeah, tell me about it. I'm plus 15 hours ahead of you. This time every time I go, right?
Yo, Midori, I know how you feel. A couple of years ago, I was stationed in Guam with the military for a while, and I was trying to talk back to Claudia, and we were trying to get on like the same schedule as I was getting off work. She was just now about to be like going to bed, and then when I would be about to go to bed, she's like, "Oh, I'm just waking up," and I was like, "Man, this is a really awkward month.
I'm on this 2 year. I'm on 2
Yeah,
years.
I was only there for a month, and I couldn't figure out what it was. You rock it.
Oh my god. Don't worry, I'm coming home now. November. It's happening.
Hey.
I'm taking a break.
Mm.
Taking a break. I'm coming home. But dude, did you see that they're trying to cancel Grease?
They're trying to what?
Greece?
Like, go Grease Lightning.
Oh yeah, Testa was saying something about that.
Why are they trying to cancel Grease?
Because it's homophobic, it's it's a bunch of phobics. I don't even know.
It's
I'm
a
not hip to this shit.
classic. If you don't like it, don't freaking watch it.
They're
I
trying
don't
to
have that
cancel
made as a poster for now. Like this.
Like, I never said anything about canceling Grease. It was someone removed the music from Grease Lightning, which you should watch. It's hilarious.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad she corrected me.
Oh.
I don't know what Dakota's talking about.
They canceled it. I'm glad she's on top of everything I say.
Hey, that's why she's there. That's why she's
Yeah,
there.
but I got my own personal editor over here.
Hey,
Yeah.
she's the woman in the chair
Yeah.
holding us down. All right, so our last thing that we have on here is pick a side. There is no middle ground. You have to make a choice. Are you
Please.
Pokemon or Digimon?
Oh,
Pokemon all day, baby.
Name
Pokemon.
me 10 Digimon, please. Someone in the chat. Without looking up, you better have them on blast, so I can name you.
Can we get a vote for that,
Tesla?
Tesla?
Yeah.
Mon. All I know is that they end with Mon.
Look,
It's like,
I can make that up.
hey,
Agumon. I don't know what their name is.
Doraemon.
I'm super basic. I'm Pokemon only because of Pikachu. If I could have a real fictional pet, it would be Pikachu.
Hey, Mike, at least you can name one, though. Can you name a Digimon?
I don't know.
Aren't they all called Digimons?
Huh?
No.
Aren't they?
No.
Oh, they have other names.
They're Digimon.
They have names.
They
It's like saying, like,
no,
oh, does
he's only
Pokemon
watched
name?
Pokemon.
My
Digimon is the bomb. It's a good anime.
Tessa said, "Quit playing, Dakota. You fronting."
What?
And
Wait,
they grew up.
What did you just say?
Digimon to the
wishes
dumpster.
they could be. Yep. Hey, who said that? You get a
Panda said that.
Yeah, Panda's right. Digimon's garbage.
Let me go to Twitch real quick. Hold on.
I didn't watch it as a kid.
I watched it as a kid.
Day?
Where's peanut butter?
She's getting.
Hold on. I'll
I guess
start
they
it over.
talk. They talk, right?
Yeah, they actually talk, which makes it even weirder because it's like, shut the hell up, stop that. No, we don't do that here.
They talk. The Digimons talk.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, they talk.
That's weird.
What?
There's an
It
angel
was like
one.
isekai
Like, it's not
thing.
just
Like, I
monsters.
think
It's
people went into their
actual
world.
characters.
No, and it's like
Yeah,
they
but,
like Digimon's a little
You
bit
should watch
different.
it. It's a really good
Yeah,
anime
that's what
movie.
I can tell is different. Like I remember watching Digimon and they have a more storytelling versus Pokemon.
Tell the chat I restarted the poll, so vote again.
So
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay, chat. We have restarted the poll, so if you guys can go over there and vote
I don't
again.
know.
Because I put
Pokemon
Yu-Gi-Oh
is
in
still
it.
gonna outdo Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm
Okay,
sorry
okay.
to say, as much as I
Okay.
like Yu-Gi-Oh and all that for the cards, it isn't gonna touch Pokemon. It's not.
no,
It's not.
I've
it's
never
not.
once seen Yu-Gi-Oh or Digimon get out
But this
millions of
argument
people
is
go
hard
walk
to have
around
for-
random places.
Yes,
Because
I
it depends
remember
on
that
what we're
summer.
talking about.
Hey, I still do that. I
Tessa
still do
said-
that.
What are you doing, Dory?
I have it too.
I still walk around Korea and like I'm gonna catch them all.
Yo, I took a break. I was hardcore in that game, and then I fell off. I said,
I
"What is
used
going
to. I love Pokemon so much. As a kid, I actually bought the soundtrack of Pokemon and played it on my cassette.
I was gonna say cassette because if it's a
Go
cassette, I
there,
have it too.
read
Yeah, buddy.
I see Christina walking around the Walkman jamming out to it.
Heck yeah.
It was like some like weird. It wasn't like songs you didn't listen to on the show. It was like Misty singing a song at one point. I don't know. Yeah.
Who is voting this much? Is it you? Are you
No.
voting though?
I just voted once. I just voted for the first time.
Oh, you know what, dude? I'm not letting Pokemon lose over here. I don't care what I have to do.
Yeah.
Wow.
What we gotta do?
Agumon, it Digivolve to Greymon. Okay.
I ran out of points.
Those
Like,
Dinosaur?
gonna go together.
Is Agumon the orange looking yellow?
it
one?
probably is. If you have to look up it and it shows the first one, that just think it's the orange dinosaur.
Yeah, that's the only one I know from that show.
So I remember some of these Digimons, but I don't know their names. One looks like a peacock. One looks like an angel when he evolves.
I just know the dinosaur.
At the end, I mean, Gen 1 is the only generation of Pokemon I claim. I only acknowledge Gen 1.
Panda, you can still
I
vote.
don't know these
I think
names.
after the first one, like
Yeah.
all the weird ones, I don't
Oh.
know what those are.
I don't know.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
any
is
of
in the
those
lead.
Pokemon.
By one vote,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh's in the lead.
Hey,
Oh, Adam, this is your doing. I know it is.
I will start dropping videos. Y'all better quit playing with me. Y'all better
You know what? I can't vote, so if someone vote for me and I vote for Pokemon.
I would, but I ran out of points.
Hey, that's why I said it might turn into bits because I ran out of points.
I'm just saying, more people can name the first 151. I'm not even going to the second gen, which I can name
No.
those two, or third
I
gen.
don't know what the second gen is. I only go up to the first
We
50.
have a
Anime,
catchy,
Digimon
a
wins.
catchy song that
Tessa
And
says-
Yu-Gi-Oh wins.
Anime
Yeah, the whole song,
Digimon
yeah.
wins. And Yu-Gi-Oh wins
Pokemon? No.
over Pokemon.
No.
Yeah.
That vote is
Game
vote on
wise, it's Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon.
But game-wise, it's Pokemon. That's what Tessa says.
Also, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pokemon won. It's okay.
And Yu-Gi-Oh.
I voted out.
All right, 3 Dot, you have a great weekend too.
Chill out.
Yu-Gi-Oh wins.
Seriously.
No, I'm sorry. Pokemon all day.
I agree.
Did you watch the revamp of the
I
first
play
movie?
Duel Links all the time. I play it daily.
I didn't know that.
Huh?
We've been going
Yeah,
through that.
Netflix redid the Mewtwo and Mew.
Like
movie.
exactly 2 hours ago.
Oh, really?
And it looks, it brought, I mean, it still made me cry because I didn't know.
The thing is, I remember so much more of Pokemon than anything else. Like, I can remember different scenes of episodes.
Yeah.
Still, to this day.
The time Butterfree.
Oh, you
Iconic episode.
I didn't
Digimon ain't got that. Yu-Gi-Oh ain't got that.
Oh, goodness gracious.
They coming from my Pokemon. Y'all done upset Midori to the highest viscosity level.
Man, I thought I was rough when I said Nathan Drake and Tom Holland. You guys said Yu-Gi-Oh and Digimon over Pokemon. Yo, you guys done really messed up.
No, I'm drinking tonight. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Soju. I swear,
Well,
man.
I am sad to say it. I haven't even realized it, but we just clocked in just over 2 hours on this episode.
Man, that was so fast. I see why you guys like being on stream.
Yeah,
It's
so
good.
we're gonna have to wrap it up.
Streaming ruins your life. Let that be known. When you press the go live button, you tend to forget that you were live.
I think
for
so
hours
too.
Upon hours, and then you're like, oh, I should probably leave.
I absolutely agree. But
Hey, I agree
Midori,
with that.
we're gonna start with you. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Oh, thank you, Flo. Wait, what?
Tell everybody where they can find you.
Me? I'm nowhere. Okay.
Oh, you're everywhere.
Just kidding. You can find me mostly on Twitch at Midori_Hana. I do pretty much everything, anything. IRL streams, art streams, game streams, you name it, I'm there. I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok. I'm on it. Try me. Check me out. I'm not cool. Just kidding.
Awesome. Also, please go follow and subscribe to her chat on Twitch. It is awesome. So go support her because she's really cool. Dakota, we know we can find you here, but is there anywhere else you want people to find you?
I mean, you guys can go find my Twitter. I mean, if you want to. I'm not really on too much. It's not Wiley Dust, of course not, because I guess someone else took that name randomly. It's under Wisest Whittle Wiz because it's so clever. You'll know it's me because I have Pikachu on it and the top hat.
Hold on.
Did I get
But,
it? I think I
that's really
did.
Where are we going?
And you guys can always find me in the Discords and on here. I'm not streaming yet. One day I will be though, shortly. And once I do that, then I'll be blasting y'all to follow me and subscribe. But until then, I'll be here for y'all.
A little birdie told me you're streaming tomorrow, Dakota.
Oh.
Dang, we out here lying now? Man,
Wait,
that's
what did you say?
crazy.
A little
I'll be
birdie
going
told
off.
me you're streaming tomorrow.
Oh, that's true. I am streaming right now. I forgot all about that. I'm excited for that.
Okay. Okay.
Christina, where can everybody find you at?
You guys can find me on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook at Christy Fawn. And then you can find me on my Instagram at Fantastically. Someone took my name.
Awesome.
So, one
And
weird name.
you can give me a follow on all social media platforms as Most Epic Art. I forgot to put it in here. We're doing voting on the artwork from Chat and Draw, so you guys should definitely go over and do that.
Yo, Panda,
I did it.
don't do
You did
that.
Yeah.
Just saying, now, don't do it.
Alright, because Tessa's awesome. She just put the... Whoa! Who did that? Sour Patch Kid, thanks! For the subscribe! Oh yeah!
I saw the music, so I'm done.
Yeah.
Let's go Sour Patch. Let's go. Thank you.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah! Now, because Tessa's awesome, she made this cool little thing that I'm going to do now, too, because she already did it, but I like doing them, too. Go vote on your favorite piece for my show, Chat and Draw. The 26th of March is going to be the 1-year anniversary, and we're going to reveal what the top picture is. There's like 87 illustrations in there. You can vote for more than one. and you can vote multiple times. But try to get your favorite piece up to the top and be here for the 26th when I do the premiere episode of Chat and Draw. And there's been a lot of upgrades to that show as well. Give me a follow as Most Epic Art, and I hope you guys come catch us next week at Agents of the Nerdy. We will be here every Friday at 9 p.m. Sour Patch Kid, you're awesome. So thanks so much for that.
For you, like 11 a.m. for Grit. Yay! I'll be here.
So all right,
so on Saturdays I'm here. I have nothing else to do.
where's the blank?
Trust.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and close out the show. Is that on here? I'm learning Streamlabs now. Is that it?
Oh Lord Jesus, Grandpa, come out!
I'm trying.